The first step is we start with gratitude. The whole point of this lifestyle review is to experience the gratitude for all of the awesome things that has happened in our life. So here's what we're going to do. Super easy. You're going to look through your calendar. If you have a planner or a calendar or whatever the case is, you're going to look through and you're going to look for wins to celebrate. Mainly what we're going to do is we're going to look through the way we document our life. We start with a calendar or a planner, and we go back over the last 12 weeks and look at what's in that calendar. And that will refresh our memory. How did the last 12 weeks go? And we want to look at the things that are in the calendar. We're looking for wins so that we can feel the gratitude for the awesome things that happen. But here's the thing. We also want to look for the lessons from the failing forward moments. We can often look back on the trials and the tribulations that we deal with in life, and we can look back on them and we can identify the blessings that we derived out of those. We can see the growth or the blessings or the good things that came out of that, even though they hurt in the midst of them, right? It's easy to look back. Now, if you get to the point in your life where you can recognize the blessings or the growth and appreciate and feel gratitude for those in the midst of the challenge as it's happening, if you get to that point, and let's be honest, if you will, right? But if you get to that point, you will never, ever have another bad day. Bad days just won't exist anymore. Now, it's a process, obviously, but it's something to shoot for if you like the idea of never having another bad day. We're looking for wins to celebrate and feel the gratitude and relive those in our mind. We're also looking for the lessons from the failing forwards. And then the other thing is the habits, because we want to look, as we go through our lifestyle review, look at the habits that are showing up in your life and how they're affecting your lifestyle. And the reason we do this as part of this exercise is because habits, by the nature of habits, are things that you don't normally think about. That's kind of the point of a habit. And so we want to recognize habits, good habits, bad habits, new habits, old habits. We just want to stop and see if we can recognize the habits in our life, because those are the things that are automated in our life. Because then we're going to go forward from here and assess, do we want to keep those? Do we want to double down on them? Do we want to change them? Do we want to get rid of some of them? I mean, these are the things that we're going to develop. We start with a resource, whether it be our calendar or planner or whatever the case is. And then as you can see, the second page is we go to our favorite social media. Go through your Twitter feed or go through your Facebook profile and go through your Instagram or whatever it is that you do, whatever your social media is. We probably all have something, at least 2 or 3 that we use. Go back through those and relive those also, and that will refresh our memories also. And most of the stuff is going to refresh is the good, positive stuff, because those are the things that we share on social media. But we also want to use resources to remember the rough times also, so that we can grow through those.
What I want to share with this is I have a Google Calendar that I use. And of course, I'm very active on Facebook intentionally so that I can go back and look through and review the last 90 days. So, with that said, what I'd love to do is spend the next 5 minutes. I'd love to have Susie come on right now. I'm kind of doing this impromptu, but have her share kind of like her biggest win of the last 10 plus years being a part of our Ultimate Achievers, or maybe it's a little less than 10, but nonetheless, it's been a long time. So over to you, Susie.
Thank you, Dave and Alyssa. Yes, it seems like a lifetime. I got my book out. I got the message this morning we're doing this. I went and got my book and went through back to 2015. So I've been running this program. I use the little challenge sheets that David gives us. I check in once a week, even when I don't meet up with the group. I do it with myself. It's my accountability because this is my life. I am making my life what I want it to be. At that time, my children, I brought them to the Ultimate Achievers, and they decided they wanted a trip to Disneyland. So that was like one of our first goals as a family, got off the board. We took a train there, took a plane back, like we did the whole family experience. And it was so good. And it kind of got us perpetuating into, okay, what else do we want to do? Where else do we want to go? And David kept saying, well, what does it look like? How can you get there? Let's reverse engineer it. And so we just started the system, and it's a habit. I can't even tell you how it's just brainless now. Like I feel like I do it in my sleep. I wake up and David's like, if I miss something, I feel odd. It does. It has kept us on track. We recently went through a flood here in January, but because of the things that we have implemented, it wasn't so stressful. We were able to find things, do things. We kept our habits. We were able to get through things. Pivoting, very important during the last couple of years as a health coach. I was seeing people in person, and that all went to a virtual or once in a while getting together with secret retreats here and there around the world. So we made it work, but just having these resources, knowing that during this time I sharpened my saw. I went back to school, did some more education. Like there's always something I can be working on and doing to go towards that next goal and that next big vision dream. I want to run huge retreats around the world for women to empower them, to help people build their businesses and to do the things that they want to do and not worry about money and time and all this other stuff that we're just throwing away. So I want to help people get clear on that. And this program has helped. I use it with my other clients just to kind of go through the basics. And I've seen some people here, a lot of friends and family that have come through the Ultimate Achievers with David and Alyssa. And I look forward to the next 5, 10, 20 years. We got Belize coming up again. There's so many things that we have. And I feel, again, the number 5, paying it forward. I've been blessed so much in my life through many different adversaries. And I just want to share and give back to the world and let other people experience what I've experienced. And so again, thank you, David and Alyssa, for having me along on this journey.
Awesome. Thank you, Susie, so much. I know your words mean so much to you and Jason. Both are very special people in our lives, and we're very grateful that you said yes. I just want to say thank you so much, and I'd love to have Dr. Michael kind of end this for us. He has guided us through many, many, many things.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm really proud and joyous to be part of the program and working with all of you and Alyssa and David. And I thought I'd share a couple of quick things. And that is, I want you to understand that 94% of your thinking comes from your subconscious mind. So we've been pre-programmed since the day we were born of a belief system, right or wrong. And so you keep referring this information. So the past predicts the present, and you're always comparing the past. And your answers are always quickly. Like I said, if you want a hot fudge sundae, you go, yeah. You want a hot fudge sundae with sauerkraut and jalapeno peppers? No. But you see how fast that goes in your mind. So I thought I'd pass that on. And the other thing I wanted to pass on to you is what you think, you create. And what you create, you experience. So remember, the thinking comes from your subconscious mind. You have that habit, as David and Alyssa pointed out. You're pre-programming yourself to respond in a special way. And through this habit trackers and the things we're doing, you've got to learn to change your response. And the one thing is that my motto is, you are unlimited. And I want you to think about that, because you can achieve anything you so desire. My suggestion is, before I get off, before you go to sleep, look in the mirror and say, Michael, whatever your name is, you are unlimited. Say that 3 times and watch what happens. Because you see, the last thoughts you have, you review 60 to 90 times in your sleep. And so for the first 30 days, you go, yeah. Second 30 days, maybe. And 60 through 90, yes. That's one of the secrets of achieving your goals. And I was thinking, and I posted, my mother said, Michael, you could do anything. And I suddenly realized a few years ago, it's right, I can do anything. I got myself into businesses and things I knew nothing about, but I can do anything. And somehow I persevered from it. So that's my message to all of you. You are unlimited. Remember, what you think, you create, and what you create, you experience. Thank you, David. Thank you, Alyssa.